Welcome to Mesquite Memorial Stadium here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We've got a great game for you. 4A Division II matchup between the Corsicana Tigers at 10-1 and the 8-3 Sulphur Springs Wildcats. This is Fox Football Friday for your most comprehensive coverage throughout the playoffs. Jeff Power and Travis Stewart joining you here from a very windy Mesquite, Texas, and Jamie Ratliff down on the sideline with more in just a little bit. But a good matchup right here with 10-1 Corsicana and, of course, 8-3 Sulphur Springs. Sulphur Springs about 2 hours to the east here, and Corsicana pretty much due south of the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
About 45 minutes, and what you're going to see from both of these teams is a contrast in styles, Jeff. Sulphur Springs brings a lot of speed to the table. They have for years now. Got a lot of great skill kids. Corsicana, on the other hand, really big, not just in stature, but in roster depth and size. It's a big team both in numbers and in height, especially one kid down there packing 6'6", 350. I'm glad I'm not going against him tonight.
Hey, it's 6 hours of coverage for you. We've got 4 hours from right here. We'll take you all the way up to 11 o'clock, and then we've got much more throughout the night on Fox Sports Southwest, Fox Sports Plus. We got you covered all night long for your high school football coverage. And there's a lot of games being played tonight, and, of course, a lot more tomorrow. We're going to break it all down. We've got interviews and a lot to get to with highlights and everything.
Welcome into the Fox Sports Southwest studios. I'm Rick Renner as we continue the Blitz and count you down to Cowboys Stadium. We will broadcast all of the state title games either on Fox Sports Southwest TV or on the web at foxsportssouthwest.com. This weekend, we reached the Sweet 16 in most classifications. On Thursday night, an interesting one at Cowboys Stadium. Byron Nelson, fresh off of their first playoff victory in school history, taking on mighty Stephenville, who's battled through some amazing injuries this year. We pick it up in the first quarter on a great night at Cowboys Stadium. Stephenville leading 7-0. Andrew Mitchell takes the handoff, and his pass is intercepted by Braden Coverdale, and Coverdale can Coverdale in H-Town. Pearland Dawson all over Reagan. After squeaking by Lamar Consolidate, Dawson really came to play in this one. We pick it up on the first possession here. Gary Kimball, the beautiful strike to Mike Williams. 65 yards later, and the Eagles are up early and flying. Other scores to mention. Franklin moves on to the Sweet 16 in Class 2A Division II. Impressive win over San Augustine. In 1A Division II, Wellington advances to the regionals, and the second-ranked Tenaha team took down Bremond in impressive fashion there. 51-6 the final. They're 11-0. Six-man Division II, the Motley Crew of Motley County all over Groom, 53-6. But at least Groom still has that wedding, right? Reminder to join in on the conversation with Facebook and Twitter, and log on to foxsportssouthwest.com for all of your UIL news. And don't forget about us broadcasting all the state championship games on TV and on the web at foxsportssouthwest.com and on foxsportshouston.com. You can see the 3A Division I championship game along with the 2 six-man state title games. Then on Fox Sports Southwest TV, we will have 3 straight triple headers. You can get tickets to the games at Cowboys Stadium at Ticketmaster.com, or you can call 1-800-745-3000. Let's kick it back out to Mesquite and rejoin the other 2 members of the Three Musketeers, Jeff Power, Travis Stewart, powered by Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine. Guys, a lot of offense on display between Sulphur Springs and Corsicana, huh?
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's 0-0 right now, Rick. And they just got started. Okay, they're about 5 minutes into it. But we will bring you highlights here in just a moment,
He's
folks.
listening in like a hawk, that Rick Renner. He doesn't miss anything we say.
Hey, 5A Division I, Region 3. Let's go down to that greater Houston area. The Cy-Fair Bobcats and the Cinco Ranch Cougars. A couple of these teams that right off the top, when you look at this area round matchup, no doubt one of the better games coming up on Saturday.
Boy, what a week in high school football as we got all kinds of fun stuff. You can see the shows coming up Friday overtime, Sports Day HS, David Newberry and the gang ready for that one. And we will simulcast the radio show right here on Fox Sports Southwest, and then Scoreboard Live with Craig Way and myself.
This is another KTCK Sports presentation. This is Sports Day HS, live on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket, live online at sportsdayhs.com and on Fox Sports Southwest TV. Scores from all the biggest high school football games. Reporters live on site at stadiums across the Metroplex. News, stories, and analysis from all the key districts. Here are your hosts of Sports Day HS, Corbett Smith of the Dallas Morning News, and David Newberry of Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of Sports Day HS. My name is David Newberry, and pinch hitting tonight for us is Mark Dent from the Dallas Morning News, SportsDayDFW.com, and of course, SportsDayHS.com.
We started Class 5A, Division I, the Battle of the Unbeatens. Southlake Carroll, with all their history, 7 state titles, third round or deeper in 11 of the last 12 seasons, that is unmatched by anybody. While Dallas Skyline is looking for their first trip to the state final. Could they be the first Dallas ISD team to win it all since 1950? Standing room only at SMU's Ford Stadium. Skyline has scored at least 30 points a game. They would need it in this one. Third quarter, Skyline's Devontae Kincaid gets the snap. He fakes the handoff. He darts up the middle, and he's going to go 37 yards for the score. 21-14, Skyline in control. Fourth quarter now, 24-14 Skyline. Southlake's Kenny Hill gets the snap here. He goes right, cuts, and dives into the end zone. Southlake down 3 with a minute to go. Then they try the onside kick. Now watch this. Ty Cummings with the kick. Ray Crockett, the junior receiver, gets the recovery. Not sure if it went 10 yards, a little controversy, but it is Southlake ball. Under a minute to go now. Kenny Hill gets the snap, goes right, follows the blockers, and he'll take it down the sideline for a 35-yard touchdown scamper. Southlake takes the 28-24 lead with just 46 seconds to go. So Skyline looking for a miracle. Kincaid airing it deep. And Southlake's Matt Swoyer is there to pick off the ball and seal the deal. 28-24. Southlake moves on. Wow. Well, there was only one 11-man football state championship game this week, and it was a great one. The Class 3A Division I title was on the line in front of nearly 23,000 at Cowboy Stadium on Friday night. The battle of the 14-0s, Alvarado, with their best season ever, and Chapel Hill trying to go wire to wire number 1. Last year, the Bulldogs lost to Henderson in the state title game. Alvarado took care of Hindu in the semis. Here's Neil Beasley in the season's finale of the Emmy Award-winning DQ Big Game of the Week.
Big game deserves a big venue, and boy, do we have that here tonight. Cowboy Stadium, the first of 10 state championship games being played right here tonight, and this is a beauty. Not one, but 2 unbeaten teams. Chapel Hill comes in as the #1 team in the state all year long. The '89 state champs, runners-up last season, and these dogs hungry for just one more win this time. 3 kids already committed to UNT. One of the best offensive lines in the state that cranks out 500 yards of offense a game. But the Alvarado Indians blowing teams out. Even in the playoffs, their closest game, a 21-point win over the defending state champs. Tyler Bates leads the dark side defense with 30 career INTs. The offense, meanwhile, handled by the best name in Texas, Wayne Onderdonk, with 3,000 yards rushing on the year. But he'll give them all back if he can help Alvarado get their first ever state football title. Get your popcorn ready. It's 14-0 versus 14-0.
Talk about selfish and not playing selfish and playing for somebody else. Okay, you remember that. You playing for yourself, obviously. You play for a teammate. And how about that drive out of Alvarado, Texas tonight? Huh? Yes, sir. You play for those people. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
You do that, guys, and you're fixing to make history. You understand?
Yes, sir.
First half, Chapel Hill takes the kick and goes 63 yards in 12 plays. Future Mean Greenback Andrew Tucker, the final 11. 6-zip Bulldogs with the opening punch to the gut. In fact, after a quick 3 and out, Hill has it back. But it's 4th and 5. Avery Signs flushed, rolls, and finds Trey Allen. 21-yard touchdown, 13-0. Dogs making it look easy. In fact, Alvarado looks like another 3 and out, but on 4th down, junior Kenny West keeps, rolls, and finds Jake Gio wide open. 39-yard score, 13-7, game on. In fact, Indians get their own 3 and out, and then it's on like Onderdonk. The senior goes 55 yards. See ya. We're tied up 13-all. Anybody's game at the break.
Right now, I don't think they can slow us down, okay? And we're going to stop them. I'm guarantee you, offense. We will stop them. We gave up 2 big plays, but we ain't letting it happen again, all right? Let's keep working for each other. Let's keep believing in each other. Let's keep trusting each other. And sidelines, if you ain't out there, you find a way to encourage somebody. You got that? Sure. Let's go.
Second half. Chapel, the first one's over the hill, signs the hitch and go, catches the Indians cheating up, and it works. Nelson Owuzu, he gone. The Air Force commit 55 yards into the zone. 2013, Bulldogs back up. But Alvarado marches in to start the fourth quarter. Austin Ellinger on the reverse. Look at him go. 40 yards in all. That would set up 6. And then looky here, going for 2 and the lead. Zoinks! Snap goes awry. 2019, Chapel Hill still up 1. Then just over 2 minutes left in the game. Alvarado needs something, and they get it. Kenny West, gate to Bates. Wow, what a grab. Indians get it to the Bulldog 21. And then West to Ellinger, but fumble. Sophomore Wesley Thompson causes and recovers for Chapel Hill. Ball game. Another thrill for the Hill. Wow, 2019, your 3A state champs after a runner-up finish last year.
Our last 3 playoff games before this one, we went right down to the wire and ended up finding a way to win. It was the same way again tonight. They call this group the cardiac pack because they're going to make you stay and get your full money's worth.
You've been through tougher things, so your mind's ready to take on that. I mean, we're not completely just going to fall apart. So I had hope in the defense that they'd make a play, and they did make a play.
We weren't going to quit, man. We went through boot camp, 2 days. We went through all that just for this moment right here. And defense stepping in after that.
And after coming up 1 short last year, you're wearing a trophy this year?
I got this gold around my neck, and I'm feeling great.
Chapel Hill gets back, and this time they win it all. Congratulations to the Dogs. For producer Patrick Wojcicki and photographer Jeff Irwin, I'm Neil Beasley with your DQ Big Game of the Week.
Thank you, Neil. How about Avery Sines coming back from that broken ankle in the middle of the season? We've crowned our Class 3 Division 1 champ. Find out who wins in Division 2, and later we'll set the matchups for the Class 1A title games if you keep it where it is.
Welcome to Longview, Texas. 2 of the top teams in the state are squaring off tonight. DeSoto and Longview. I'm joined by the Interact Club, and they are ready to interact with you. Up next.
DeSoto High School is unbeaten this season, and quarterback Raheem Wilson is one of the main reasons. He can run with the football, and he leads the Eagles with a good passing attack. Head coach Claude Mathis has his Eagles ready to go. For the Longview Lobos, quarterback Bivens Caraway has thrown 17 touchdown passes this season. The District 11 5A championship is on the line tonight here in East Texas. Number 3 DeSoto, number 8 Longview, and it's coming up next. It's the final week of the 2011 Texas High School football regular season, and what a matchup we have for you on Fox Sports Southwest tonight. The number 3 team in the state of Texas, the DeSoto Eagles, against the number 8 team, the Longview Lobos. You take a look at this week's top 10 rankings in Class 5A in the state of Texas, and this district champion no doubt will stay in the top 10 along with a lot of very good teams. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Craig Way alongside Shay Walker. Week 10, sometimes you can only hope to have a game this good in the playoffs.
Coming up, it's the very best of the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Oh, he caught it! Touchdown, Titans! Oh, my goodness.
It's all the fun and pageantry of Texas high school football at its finest.
Davis, 45, 50. Davis, there's a fine territory. 40, 30,
We'll take you behind the scenes on a DQ road trip, thus making this the world's richest acre. And we'll gather up the crew to talk about all the craziness and mayhem.
Just places we win. I mean, it's amazing. It's better and better every year.
It's the very best of the 2011 DQ Big Game of the Week, and it's right now. White House is in the house for tonight's DQ Big Game of the Week. Started the year 0-3, but that's because they were playing some tough competition. Since then, they've been lighting it up. In fact, last week alone, they threw for
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8,
9.
9 touchdown passes. That ties a state record. But Kilgore comes in. They've got a state title under their belt from 2004, so it should be a great one. It's Dogs against Cats, and it's big enough to be our
DQ Big Game of the Week.
Is a presentation of Fox Sports.
It's really more than a football game. From small towns to the biggest city, high school football here in Texas is something that ties a small community and is the talk of its bigger cities. Where winning the state championship is the stuff of dreams and make those hours pay off. It all begins now, the Texas High School Football Championship.
I'm Mike Singletary, Houston Worthing class of 77.
Ray Childress, J.J. Pierce High School class of 1981.
Michael James, 2008, class of Liberty Allo High School, Texarkana, Texas.
I'm Gary Reasons, Crowley High School class of 1980.
I'm Kevin Cobb, quarterback, Stephenville High School class of 2003.
Hello, I'm Gene Stallingson. I went to high school in Paris, Texas, played for the Paris High School Wildcats, and one of the great events in Texas, if not one of the greatest, is the Texas High School Football Championship, and it's next on Fox Sports Southwest.
And the final of 9 state high school football champions will be crowned tonight with the UIL State Football Championships presented by State Farm. The defending 5A Division II state champions, the Steel Knights from Cibolo, taking on the Dekaney Wildcats out of Spring in the greater Houston area. Hi again, everybody. I'm Craig Way alongside Shay Walker for this final state championship game on state championship weekend. 8 brand new state champions have been crowned this weekend, and there's one left to go in 5A Division II. Armstrong, of course, following the leadership of his head coach, Mike Jinks, a former outstanding high school quarterback and running back at Converse Judson, and Coach Jinks on the sidelines with our Layla Rahimi.
Coach Jinks, you've been in this position before. What does it mean to get back to a second state title game and be here tonight?
Well, it's an unbelievable blessing, and we're fortunate, and we look forward to going out and competing and fighting for another state championship.
What do you have to do to stop Spring Dekaney this evening?
Just got to do what we do. We got to be gap sound. We got to rally the football. We got to play for the man next to us.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Coach Mike Jinks looking for a second straight state title.
That's going to do it for the first half. And Steele, the 5A defending state champions of Division II, will go to the locker room down 13 points at halftime. And what a second quarter for the Dekaney Wildcats in scoring 20 unanswered points to take the lead.
Well, taking advantage of a couple of turnovers, albeit in a relatively unconventional fashion, but after the muff punt, Dekaney recovered and kind of started winning that battle of field position, and they put themselves in again. The first touchdown drive for the Wildcats is unconventional, as you'll see, but certainly after that being opportunistic on that interception return, and then Trey Williams punching it in.
Let's go down to the sidelines to Neil Beasley.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. You've had, 5 offsides penalties. You get stuffed at the one. You have all kinds of stuff, and yet you're still winning. You got to feel good about that.
Okay, I feel good about winning for sure. We got to clean up the penalties and get stuffed at the one and the turnover on the kicking game. Hasn't helped us. Those are things we're going to talk about at halftime, and we're going to address them, and we're going to get better.
What do you do now with Trey? Really not quite on track. Do you just do the things you do better, or you try something a little different?
At the point of attack, we haven't done some things very cleanly in the first half. We're going to try to clean those things up, too. Trey hasn't really got out yet, and that's credit to Cibolo Steel. They got a fine defense. We're just going to try to patch things together, clean up the penalties and the turnovers, and attack them in the second half.
One more half to go. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, let's go back up to you.
All right, thank you very much, Neil. The Dekaney Wildcats with Trey Williams finally starting to get on track. 2 touchdowns, and it's Dekaney up 20-7 at the intermission here at Cowboy Stadium. And the Dekaney Wildcats, they'll put the gold medals around their neck. The first ever state football championship for the Spring Independent School District. Coach Willie Amendola and his ball club in only its 4th varsity season of competition win the 5A Division II State Football Championship of Texas.
Yes, man. It feels so great, man. I love my team. I wouldn't been able to do it without them. I kept cramping up, and every time I cramped up, man, they came through for me. And when I got back in, and you know, I did my best, and I gave 110%. And you know, the score shows, man.
And just, Donna, your thoughts on what your son was able to do today?
I'm so proud, and I'm just grateful that the team was able to pull off this win. It was very important to them, and they worked so hard for it. Good job.
Trey, you guys were able to take control of this game, scoring unanswered points in bunches, able to finish it off, especially on that drive where you scored that touchdown to ice it. What went through your mind on that play?
Just making it through. You know, I trusted my team. I believe in them. You know, all the support that I have from my family and friends, and you know, the people that's back there that got my back. And you know, like I said, I trust my team, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And I'm gonna take advantage every time the defense, you know, do their thing.
You're celebrating with us, and you also have a Celebration A&M hat on. What does that mean to you?
You know, right now I'm committed to A&M. That's my team, Matthew Davis Ag Swag Movement. You know, we're going to keep it up, giggle.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of the UIL Championship Spotlight, the football edition. We want to thank you for watching, and certainly congratulations to all the teams, not just the winners, but everybody who just made it here to Cowboys Stadium. What a great thrill that was, just to be in a state championship game and then to play it right here at the home of the Cowboys. For everybody associated with the production, my name is Neil Beasley. We look forward to seeing you next time on another edition of the UIL Championship Spotlight.